I cannot tell you how many times I bought a single piece, wore it once or twice, and then never wore it again. That sucks because you ended up wasting your money and now you have something in your wardrobe that's collecting dust. But there is one simple way to fix that, and that is versatility. And a lot of times it's because this is a fashion trend that you hopped on, maybe it died out and now no longer interests you. So if that's ever happened to you, let me put you on one thing: timeless pieces. These are things that will never go out of style. So more specifically today, we're going to be talking about shoes. Shoes that will literally never go out of style. For example, let's go with the most timeless and the most versatile one, and that is going to be a pair of white canvas sneakers. For example, these from Aldo that I picked up very recent. They're very plain, they're very simple. In fact, they're literally just an all white pair of leather sneakers, but because of the canvas silhouette, they literally go with anything. And since they're so versatile, they're literally never going to go out of style. You could dress these up, you could dress them casually. I definitely wouldn't wear something like this for streetwear for obvious reasons, but if I'm trying to dress a little bit up, these are going to be my go-to shoes. And honestly, in my opinion, shoes like this look pretty expensive, but I know you're going to be really shocked when I tell you that I only paid $50 for these shoes, especially because they're from Aldo's. Aldo's can be a little bit expensive, but of course, like I've said plenty of times in this channel, money does not equal style. You don't have to go spend a ton of money on clothes. There's so many ways to get around paying retail price, and since these retail for $100, I picked them up for half off because as soon as I went into Aldo's, the first place I checked out was the clearance section. But white canvas sneakers are very common, which means you can get them literally anywhere. Even Adidas has their own version. You can pick some up from H&M or ASOS for a very cheap price. But yeah, I can tell you right now that if you pick up one of these, you never have to worry about them getting out of style. All right, the next one's going to be a very common one, and that is going to be a pair of Converse Chuck 70s. Honestly, these shoes are probably one of my go-to shoes to this day. I never get tired of these shoes, and the reason is because that classic silhouette. I've been wearing Converse since I was about 9 years old, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate because when I was very little, Converse were a very popular shoe. I remember seeing all the little kids had them as well. That sounded a little bit weird. I'm still talking about when I was a little kid as well. But yeah, anyways, they were very popular back then, and it's crazy to see that they're still very popular to this day. And something that I always mention is normal Converse, in my opinion, they look cool, but for an extra $20, you can get the Converse Chuck 70s that look a lot better in my opinion. So if you haven't tried these out, definitely make sure to try them out. Also, Converse has a bunch of different colors. I recommend more versatile colors like black and white, but that is entirely up to you. All right, the next shoe I'm going to be talking about is going to be another classic that has been around forever, and that is going to be a pair of Nike Blazers. These were popular in the 90s, and here they are still to this day. They're very popular. I will say that they definitely did make a comeback because at first I never even heard of them, and now pretty much everybody has a pair of Nike Blazers or even had a pair of Nike Blazers. But again, this is going to be another shoe that will literally never die out, and I feel like the reason for that is because they are very versatile. You can wear them with pretty much anything. Now, the colorway that I got is going to be the green check mark with the white shoe, but again, Nike Blazers is another shoe that has a bunch of different colors, so you can definitely play around with it. The most versatile one is obviously going to be the white with black, but to switch it up, I get the green versions, and I'm a really big fan of them. I will say, if you never had them before, a good disclaimer would be they are very difficult to put on. I'm sure everybody who has had one can agree with me on that one, and they're very affordable. Literally, the last 3 shoes that I mentioned are under $100 because again, you don't have to go spend a ton of money on those. And I feel like all these shoes, that's another reason why they're so popular, because all of them are very affordable. I will say though, the next one is not as affordable, and that is going to be a pair of Jordan 1s. But let me tell you, you don't have to go spend a ton of money on a pair of Jordan 1s. I get it. If you don't have the money, you don't have to buy it. Trust me, I completely understand the feeling. But if you do have the money to go spend on Jordan 1s, I definitely recommend it because they will literally never go out of style. And the reason for that is because they're dropping colorways literally every single week, every single month, whatever the case is. There's always new drops coming out. Now, I will say that the Jordan 1 highs are the most expensive ones out of all of them because there's Jordan 1 lows, there's mids, and there's highs. I personally don't own any mids, but I'm definitely not against them. But if you do think the Jordan 1 highs are very expensive, again, I definitely agree with you. I definitely recommend trying out Jordan 1 lows, which I am a big fan of. They're a lot more affordable. These I got for retail price. It was actually not that hard to get retail price for these, so I paid about $110 maybe. So around that $100 price range that I'm really a big fan of. But either way, if you get Jordan 1 lows, mids, highs, whatever the case is, they are a very versatile shoe that would never go out of style. And I will say that Jordan 1s are my favorite silhouette when it comes to Jordans. I do like some 4s, maybe some 11s. I think Jordan in general will never really go out of style, but especially Jordan 1s, since they're my favorite shoe and clearly the most versatile, you don't have to worry about them becoming dead anytime soon. So yes, the last 4 were all sneakers, and if this is your first time meeting me, I always like to talk about different things in this channel. So yes, sneakers are cool, but let's talk about some boots, because I think boots are very clean. I think they're very underrated for the younger crowds. Most younger guys are not wearing these, but one pair of boots that will never go out of style is going to be a pair of lace-up leather boots. Now, I will say these are incredibly dirty. I need to wash them, but these are a pair of President boots from Thursday Boots. I actually bought these when I was 16 and I'm 19 now, so about 3 years now. That's why they're so dirty, but these held together nicely. I will say they're a little bit expensive, but for the price, you're definitely getting what you pay for. But yeah, let me tell you, a pair of boots like these will never go out of style just because they're not as popular, they're not as trendy, and therefore they really can't die down. But I will say that they're very versatile. They would definitely upgrade your style if you're not wearing these already. And I really cannot stress that if you're on the younger side and you're not wearing boots, you definitely should try it out. I will say that it can be pretty difficult to step out of your comfort zone and start wearing some boots, but once you make that transition, your style is going to look a lot better. You're definitely going to stand out with a pair of boots like this. So I definitely recommend getting a pair of lace-up boots because you really can't go wrong with a pair of lace-up boots like this. If you notice, most of them are either the color white or the color black because those two colors literally go with anything. And in my opinion, every time I look for shoes, I try to go with colors that will pretty much go with anything. And yes, obviously white goes with everything and black definitely goes with everything. I really don't think that there's a color that doesn't go with black. And if you tell me navy blue or brown doesn't go with black, I'm gonna be a little butthurt because that's some of my favorite colors to wear with black. But nonetheless, I hope this video did help you out. And if it did, make sure to leave a like. I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already in this channel, I simplify men's fashion. So I'm gonna leave a button for you to do that right here. If you want to see more videos right away, here are a few that I think could really help you out. But anyways, other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.